higher. You are listening to an exclusive review. ASOT, A State of Trance.
So welcome to the 4th edition of the 10 Questions With, and this week we have someone from Australia.
Yes.
All the way here in the studio to, you celebrate the release of Lily of the Valley.
Yes.
I have 10 questions for you by fans submitted through Instagram and also through YouTube as well. Starting off with the first one by Relax Ate a Snicker. I don't know where these people come up with their names from, but the question is, what is your favorite song ever?
It's
putting you on the spot straight away.
No. I'm thinking, what is the most song I play the most on my iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be the Jurassic Park soundtrack by John Williams. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. That's like movie score kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I guess that it's not really a song, but that's definitely what I listen to the most. Actually, if you want to know a song, it's the Artie remix of Matt Zo's Schnapps Dynamics. Is that it?
Yeah, Schnapps Dynamics.
That's probably my favorite song.
So that's your favorite dance song all time?
Yeah, favorite dance song.
And the favorite song ever was from Jurassic Park theme?
Yeah.
All right, that's a good answer. The next one is from Chip Monstrangs. What was your childhood dream? The little Dave Winnel walking around in Australia.
Childhood dream. I always wanted to work for Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
And like make animations, yeah, or like work on for like Industrial Light and Magic, and they do like the CGI stuff for Star Wars and Jurassic Park.
Are you a bit of a nerd with those kind of things?
A little bit.
Do you do your own graphics as well? For example,
yeah, I do all my own. And if you see an Instagram video, it's all done by me. I do everything. So
I have another question. This is not actually one of the 10 questions, so we have to bend the rules a little bit. This is one of my questions.
Submitted by Ruben.
Yeah, submitted by Ruben de Ronde. That's me. Why are all your pictures on Instagram upside down? Is it because you're from Australia?
There must be something wrong with your app, I think, maybe. No, it's because I'm from down under.
Yeah.
But now I'm in the Netherlands, so you'll
so
notice.
Now it's going to be
up the right way, yeah.
All right. Next question is from Michael Kos. Who is your favorite DJ?
My favorite DJ is Marcus Schultz, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love I like how he's a trance DJ, but he plays a lot of like techno and really takes the crowd on like a journey down the rabbit hole.
Down the rabbit hole. These long extended
it.
sets.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the first doing the OTC stuff, open to close.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember going to Tomorrowland. He had a open to close stage for himself, like on top of the hill. That was awesome. All right. The next question is from Elena69 Luca. Interesting name. When did you start making music?
I started when I was probably 14 years old, I think, which is quite common in the Netherlands, I think, for producers. But in Australia, it's not that. It wasn't when I'm quite old now, so I won't say how old, but and I've been producing ever since. I probably got more serious when I was 18, when I could go into nightclubs and start working in nightclubs.
So you started at 14 when you still had the dream also to work for Pixar?
Yeah, I kind of...
And then your video went to the audio?
Yeah. But video editing and audio editing is very similar. So they blended into each other.
And you started out with what kind of music?
I started using Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops, yeah.
And then Reason. And then I went to Ableton. I think it was Ableton 6 at the time. Now it's Ableton 10.
That's the same route that I took.
Yeah. I really like Reason because like the chords would wobble. Do you remember that? Yeah. And you'd flip the racks around.
Yeah.
And they kind of like, it was
you
really
could
cool.
just take the wires.
That's right. And you can plug and stuff. That's really cool.
All right, the next question. This is a very sensitive one, I think. So think over your answer.
I should have looked at these questions there.
No. Okay. You ready for this?
Yes.
There's a question by Rob Winnel.
Oh.
Who is your favorite brother?
Oh.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. I can't say that. I can say my favorite sister is Sarah.
So you have one sister.
No, all my brothers are equal.
How many do you have? How many brothers?
I have 3 brothers and a sister. Yeah.
I mean, sorry,
that's
Rob. He's
so
not.
funny.
He's going to plead the fifth. All right. The next question is: how did you come up with the name Lily of the Valley without a name, actually?
Okay, so a few years ago, I made a track called The Great Valley. If, for those that are watching at home, you might remember a kid's cartoon called Land Before Time.
Okay.
And the Great Valley is the place they're trying to get to at the end. It's like a place where they can be free and be happy and be themselves without having to worry about the other dinosaurs.
Like the Promised Lands.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I made a track called The Great Valley, and this is kind of like the Lily of the Valley was the first single, which was like part 2 of that. It was kind of like the next track like that. And then I kept making another track like that and another one, and I was like, well, I should do the whole EP. So yeah, it basically means, the Lily of the Valley actually means it's this flower. You might know it from Breaking Bad. They use it to poison people in it.
Oh yeah.
But it's also like this beautiful flower, but it has a hidden dark side as well, which is kind of like the EP, the brain bug towards the end kind of like takes it on a different turn.
So it's the hidden dark side in the Promised Land.
Yeah. But I got the name because of the Great Valley. That's why I picked the valley name. Yeah.
Cool. The next question comes from Michael Kos as well with 2 questions actually. Who is your biggest inspiration in your life right now?
Biggest inspiration.
Doesn't have to be a musician, I guess. It can be anything.
I take inspiration from everywhere, I guess. From listening to the radio to watching movies to just walking down the street. If I get inspired by something, I normally write it down on my phone and can come back to it later.
Yeah, most of the parts of the Lily of the Valley album were also done in like a really cool setting in the nature, right? Or you were on vacation.
I guess that was
somewhere.
cool. Yeah, I wrote it pretty much in a year last year. So I was in so many different areas. I was in Albania, which is where I wrote Samil. I wrote Hyperloop in my hometown, which I don't live now. That's like 6 hours from Sydney. I wrote that in there at my mum's house. I have a studio set up there. And I started Lily of the Valley. I started in Bali. I was there for a week with a nice like view of the tropical, I guess it's rice fields. It's beautiful. So
does that affect your mood a lot of where you're producing? Because myself, I only produce in my own studio at home. Yeah. But you produce everywhere around the world, and the sounds are a bit different from every track, I guess.
It definitely it puts you in a different mind space. Like I guess it did, because Samil, when I made it, I kind of made it in one or 2 hours. Most of the track, like I did the fine tuning later, but most of it came in an hour. But normally it takes me like 10 hours to write a track if I was in my studio.
But you nailed it down straight away.
Yeah, I think that's maybe because I've got YouTube and all these other things. I can take my mind away from the track. But yeah,
awesome. Well, now this EP is on the pocket. There's a legit question coming up next by Petjes Peranzaibanes. Sorry if I slayed your name. Is there a new Dave Winnel album coming soon?
I don't think an album, no.
More EPs?
More EPs. I like to keep doing my singles, the more techie, clubby, future house stuff, which I'll keep doing. But I think I'll do another Lily of the Valley type 4-track EP maybe next year.
Okay. And you're gonna
no album.
You're gonna do that down the road again? Like you're gonna be traveling here in Europe and America and just put your laptop down next to a tree? No?
You can't hold me in one spot for too long. I got to keep moving.
The next question comes from Armin van Buren in Germany. Which moment was for you the moment where you knew you wanted to become a DJ?
I think it was when I watched that movie, Kevin and Perry Go Large.
Oh, really?
And also, it was when my cousin bought this CD. It was Tiesto Magic 6, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Back in 2002 or 3 or something. That was a great
series, the Magic series.
I used to listen to it. I had it on tape. I recorded the tape. And I listened to it so much, it like warped the tape and slowed it, pitched it down and stuff. Yeah, it was I listened to that a lot, and I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Remember, kids, cassette tapes are the things before CD players. So that's a long time ago.
Google them.
We already at the last question. If you could only produce one music style for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
It would be progressive house for sure, like the Lily of the Valley EP. Definitely.
The melodic stuff.
Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that really I like listening to. I like making it, so it makes sense.
Yeah, because you said in the episode that you made this EP without any boundaries, without any limitations for yourself.
I wasn't thinking about the dance floor or bands or record labels or anything.
You made it for yourself.
I made it for myself, yeah. So I was so happy that Armin actually signed it to Armine because, I don't know, it might have went unsigned forever. I don't even know. I just kind of was...
Oh, no. Well, thank you so much, man. For everybody watching at home, thank you so much for watching as well. Lily of the Valley, the EP of Dave Winnel, is out right now. Make sure to check it. There's also a limited amount of vinyls on armadamusicshop.com. Next week, we're going to have Mark Sherry or Ferry Korst, or both of them. If you have any questions for them, write them down here in the comment, and maybe your question is going to be asked to them. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Lifting you higher. This is A State of Trance.